Recently, I found myself in a pretty crazy situation. I got on my treadmill, and after a couple of minutes, 5-6 minutes, I just could not focus. I couldn't get in the rhythm of it. I was done. And I decided it's time for something new. It's time to change things up. That's exactly what I did. So you might not know this, but there actually exists a gaming treadmill, an entertainment-focused treadmill that's also really heavily focused on the statistics of running and getting you more motivated so that you don't get burned out like I did with my previous treadmill, which is now no longer here. But you know what? Thankfully, something like this exists. This is the Aviron gaming treadmill, and it's really a world's first. And I'm so excited to be talking to you about it. Now I know what you're thinking. One of the most common complaints that I hear when I talk about treadmills is I just don't have space for that. I go to the gym because I don't have space for this equipment at home. No worries. This treadmill has a 33-inch width. You know what that means? It can fit through most all standard doorways in a house. So Aviron's got you covered. It's really crazy to me how this treadmill fits in small spaces, and it does so in such a convenient way to where I can still have my office space, but I can have this right here ready to go when I need it. Oh, and check out these treadmill arms, because normally as a tall person, when I'm running on a treadmill, I'm bumping into those arms like crazy. These were optimally designed so that you don't have to worry about that. They're secure, they're safe, they're out of the way, and when you need them, they're there and they're sturdy, but they're not gonna be a problem when you're running. Let's check out how this treadmill sounds. So it uses a specific technology to where you really can't hear it like you do other treadmills. It doesn't make a lot of noise, especially unnecessary noise. You know how sometimes you're on a treadmill, you hear a lot of the machine itself shaking and moving around. It's kind of jarring and not comfortable or optimal in the least if you're trying to do something on the screen or focus on your runs. Right now it's at 0.5 miles per hour. Let's go ahead and bump that up and I'll let you hear how that sounds, and then I'll let you hear what the incline change sounds like. So now we're at 2 miles per hour. It actually uses a specific technology to keep things quiet. Nice, I'm doing pretty good on this game. Let's bump it up a little bit on the incline. So I'm raising it right now to a 2 on the incline, a 2%. And normally that would be a very loud sound. I hardly heard it with this particular treadmill. Now I'm gonna bump it back down by 2% and let you listen. Really quiet, right? And you know what? When you're running, one of the hardest things is the next day when your joints and your muscles are aching and they hurt like crazy. Here's what's cool. This uses what's called a cloud stride deck. It has built-in cushioning so that every step you take on every run you complete, whenever your feet touch down on this deck, the built-in cushioning is going to offer you the best experience and definitely the best recovery day because you don't have all of that stress on your joints. And actually, that was one of the first things I noticed right out of the gate with this treadmill. The quality is insane. Compared to my last treadmill, which was very plasticky, I can already tell this one's going to last a long time. And Aviron knows that because they backed this machine with a 10-year warranty and a 400-pound capacity, which is just awesome for a treadmill. If you're sometimes indecisive like I am, having all of this content here ready to go, ready to choose from, can definitely be a lifesaver. I really love these coached classes, can't speak highly enough of them. I'm gonna choose one, get started, just to show you what that is like, what that whole experience is like. What's really cool is you can also do these with a friend live. It's such an amazing experience because it takes what's generally a solitary activity, running on a treadmill, and it turns it into something social.
You need to make sure that your footwear is secure. Double knot those laces, grab a towel, and then definitely grab some form of hydration.
So these classes are really the motivation that anybody needs, from beginners to experts, because you are able to choose the difficulty level. I chose easy just to kind of demonstrate what this is like. And again, over here to the side, I've got the leaderboard. Right now it's just me, but you can do this live with friends, and it's such a fun, such a cool experience. Got all of my statistics that I know are going to be saved for me in my dashboard right after this. A coach that's motivational, that's going to keep me going, keep me inspired to complete my run, and all of the information I need down here on the bottom and over here on the side to complete a coached session. Something cool is you can actually mute this, turn the volume all the way down or just really low, and you can still complete this coached class because it gives you all of the information over here on the side that you need to do exactly what the coach is doing. It tells me what speed I need to be going, what incline I need to be at. So whether I'm listening to my music or I'm listening to the coach, still getting the same experience. It helps you to train smarter without having to figure out all of the complexities of that yourself. It's got all of the information to get you going, to help you to become a better runner, to gauge where you're at every step of the journey, and to make it fun. I've been a casual runner for years. It's one of my favorite things to do to de-stress and really feel better. It's something that's accessible to everyone, but it is something if you're trying to build a habit that can be very daunting at first, and it can also be really hard to keep up with. In fact, that's been my biggest struggle over the years, is keeping up with my running habit. I already know I love to do it, but I don't necessarily love to do it every single day. But I've got to tell you, ever since I got this treadmill, it's something I look forward to, because I know that even if I'm not feeling it today, there's something on the treadmill that I would already be doing. I would already be watching Netflix. I would already be checking out my YouTube subscription updates. I would already be reading a Kindle book. But you know what? Now I can do that while I'm running, while I'm walking, while I'm getting in some exercise and making my day overall just better. Already, it's helped me to become a better, more active person. And I think it's cool how this is really accessible to everyone, from beginners to experts, because it gauges what level you're at based on the information you give it. When you choose an exercise, it will ask you what kind of an exercise you want to have, what you want to get out of that. Do you want easy, medium, hard? And whatever you choose is going to be what it goes by. Because let's be honest, you're not going to feel like an intense run every single day. Even if you're on a training regimen, you're going to need days where it's a little bit less intense. And then there's going to be those days where you are ready to go. I decided to go with having someone install this treadmill for me, but I went ahead and did the screen, getting that set up myself, because it was very easy. It took about 5 minutes, got it connected to the internet, it did a download of an update, and I was ready to go. So I didn't actually install the treadmill myself, although it's a very simple process. I looked over the instructions. If you think you might want someone to install it for you, that's definitely an option. So let's check out what happens whenever you turn it on. Immediately you're greeted with this beautiful, brilliant, crisp, clear screen. I've got my profile, and then I also have a guest profile. Now the cool thing about this guest profile is when anyone comes to visit, they can jump on the treadmill and they can still enjoy all of the features of this treadmill without interfering with my statistics. And I love the fact that this keeps all of my achievements, all of my awards, every workout that I do recorded, tracked, and in detail. So let's check out what that looks like. Up here in the top corner, you have very quick access to all of your workouts. Now this is a fairly new treadmill for me, so I don't have a ton of workouts on here, but I'm gonna show you what it looks like to go back to a day when you've already completed a workout and see everything that you did. As you can see, I watched some YouTube, I played Fish and Frenzy, a really cool game on here, and then I watched some Netflix. And let me tell you, that workout flew by. That's probably one of the most genius things about this treadmill, is you can be on it for an extended period of time, and it really doesn't feel like you've been on here very long because of all of the entertainment options. And let's check out some of those. Included with your membership is access to a plethora of entertainment options. We've got TikTok, Kindle, yes, you can read a book while you're on the treadmill, Tubi, YouTube TV, Netflix, Prime Video, Disney+, Hulu, YouTube, Paramount, Max, and they're constantly adding more. That's what's really cool about this membership, is anytime they do an update, you get the update and you get all of the new additional features. If you're someone who needs that extra motivation, there are monthly challenges, which is what keeps me pushing forward. But they also have guided classes by Les Mills, coached classes, and these are some of the best coaches in the game, guided workouts, virtual runs, which is probably one of my favorite things because you can select a place, like let's say France, Greece, Spain, and I can complete my workout as if I was there running through these locations. It's so cool, so much fun, and definitely something a little bit different. But possibly my favorite thing, and the thing that really sets this treadmill apart from everyone else, is the gaming aspect. So as you can see, there are quite a few games to choose from here, and they're constantly adding more. Once you've selected a game, it'll go over the instructions very briefly with you, but what's neat is anytime you do something on the treadmill, like if you're running, if you're doing an incline, if you speed up your pace, that will affect the things that are happening within the game. What's also really nice is all of these games allow you to choose a difficulty level. We've got easy, medium, and of course hard. And depending on what type of runner you are, this could be a huge benefit. When you're running and you're watching YouTube or you're watching Netflix or anything like that, it also shows the run statistics up at the top, so you don't actually have to worry about losing that while something else is going on over here on the screen. If you've got a smartwatch, no worries, you can connect that so that you can also see your heart rate on the screen as you're completing a workout. And one of my personal favorite things, because you can't complete a workout without good workout music, is that you can connect your Apple Music or your Spotify and you can enjoy listening to your music while you're running. I've already got a really great workout playlist ready to go, loaded up for my run after this video. I've been focused on really getting my personal fitness equipment where I want it to be so that I don't have to constantly run to the gym and back home in order to get a workout in. I personally love being able to do this on my own time in a comfortable space on really nice, high quality equipment. Now that's what's great about this treadmill. It's actually nicer than the treadmills you're going to find at the majority of gyms. I can speak personally for my local gyms. They don't have anything nearly as nice as this, which is kind of crazy. And anyone watching this who's ever been to a gym knows that that's the truth. It also has two of the best cup holders on the market. These things are heavy duty, high quality, and they're going to hold very large cups. In between, you also have a really nice padded area to where you can put your jewelry, your cell phone, earbuds, anything like that, so that it doesn't move around while you're doing your workout. It has volume controls built into the side, as well as Bluetooth and an earbud jack here on the bottom to where you can use corded earbuds, as well as Bluetooth earbuds if you don't want to disturb anyone else that's around you. They've really thought of everything. I'm going to put a link down in the video description where you can get the absolute best price on one of these. I think it would be really cool if you got one and you wanted to add me as a friend to compete in some of these challenges. It just sounds like a really fun, awesome thing to do. There's also a great companion app for your phone that you can download and track all of your statistics on the go. Let me know in the comments what you think. Are you getting one? Again, I would really love to add you as a friend and do some of these challenges and some of these games. Give this video a thumbs up if it helped you out in any way possible. Subscribe if you haven't already, because you're definitely welcome here. And I've got a run to go do, so I'll see you guys later.